Hey everyone, I wanted to share my biggest TFSA mistakes. I thought I really need to share this, even though as embarrassing as they are, sharing my biggest mistakes. Hey, I get to help you out. Maybe I can shortcut, course correct your TFSA right now, or maybe you haven't even opened up one right now. Then I'm gonna help you save a ton of moolah. Okay, and if you invest consistently in your TFSA, especially if you start out young, you can actually fast track your journey to becoming a millionaire. So you got to check out today's video. Now in Canada, we are so lucky to have a TFSA, okay? Because you get to grow your money, collect dividends, collect interest payments, all tax-free, which is like, woo, amazing. Most importantly, you get to withdraw your money from this tax-free savings account tax-free, okay? And there's no withdrawal limit. Now, of course, you obviously need to have money in your TFSA. You can't just withdraw it and there's no money, okay? It's not free money. You actually got to invest the money in your TFSA. And as long as you grow it, you can withdraw whatever amount, anytime, anywhere, any place, tax-free. So really, this is like a no-brainer. If you don't have a tax-free savings account opened up, well, I'm gonna help you out here, okay? Please go bug a friend, bug a colleague, get a referral link from them, especially if they have Questrade or Wealthsimple, and you can get some free moolah. But if you don't know anyone, use my links below, support this channel, and you get $50 of commission-free trades just by opening an account on Questrade. Okay, or if you like Wealthsimple better, no problem. You also get $10 just for opening an account with Wealthsimple, just by clicking the link below. Now, for my American viewers, a TFSA is very similar to the Roth IRA in the United States. Did you know you can contribute up to $6,000 every single year in the tax-free savings account and grow it tax-free, okay? And if you've never opened up a tax-free savings account, you can contribute up to $75,500 as of 2021. And then every year after that, then you could contribute a maximum of $6,000. Now, if you're wondering what's your TFSA contribution room? Well, all you need to do is go to your My CRA account and you can log in and you could check your notice assessment and they'll tell you what's your TFSA contribution room. Or I think there's another line item where you can just check what's your TFSA contribution room. So check that out just to see how much contribution room you have left, because this is so important and I'll get to it in a little bit in this video. Now, as I'm going through them and they're not in particular order and you're like, ooh, I've done some of that. Don't worry. I'm sharing this because those are some of my biggest TFSA mistakes. Okay. So we have been through this camp. I hear you. I feel you. That's why I'm sharing them today to help you guys all out. Okay. First biggest TFSA mistake is, I can't believe I'm revealing this. It's so embarrassing, but I opened a tax-free savings account and put it into guaranteed investment certificates. I was just like, it's because it was so easy. It's just click of a button and I put into some GICs online. Okay, so I'm all about easy peasy, but I just didn't want to put any more brain cells than that. And wow, that was a big mistake because it was left sitting there for a couple years doing barely nothing. See, back in the day, TFSA was just announced and I knew I had to take advantage of that account, but I also gave birth to my twins. So guess what? I was a busy mom with newborn twins and I just plopped some money in my TFSA. So I didn't really look at the account. So I'm guilty, okay? I was just too busy. That's my excuse. Second biggest mistake I've made, okay? Investing in too many speculative growth plays. Okay, back in the day, I was like, okay, well, I finally learned my lesson not to invest in guaranteed investment certificates and had more time to actually devote to my TFSA, but did not enough time to do full out research on some of the stock investments I was making. It's more like stock trades, okay? So I contributed like a good Canadian citizen my contribution limits. But then I made the mistake of putting in some money into these speculative growth plays, and then some of that money unfortunately lost money. Okay, so when you lose money in your TFSA, you can't write that off because, well, the government just doesn't allow you to. So if you put in $20,000 and unfortunately you lost $10,000, you can't write that off. Now, of course, if you grew $20,000 to $50,000, well, you also collect that tax-free. So I'm just saying, it's a great benefit if you can grow it. If you lose it, it is like a no-no. And worse, if you put in $20,000 and you shrank it to $10,000 and then you withdrew that amount, your full $10,000 to do something with it, well, you can't contribute back the following year of $20,000, okay? Because you only withdrew $10,000 and you can only contribute back up to what you withdraw the next year, which is like, this is why I'm saying, be very, very careful. Third biggest mistake is day trading in your TFSA. Okay, so I'm guilty of this because I've been doing some swing trades back in the past and I was always worried about, okay, oh no, am I going to get dinged? Because you can be dinged, okay? I'm going to fair warning, I didn't get dinged, but just to let you know, I looked into it really, really deeply. It is dependent on the number of trades you make in your TFSA. So if you are an active day trader, like you're making a lot of trades every single day and closing them out, well, CRA can look at this like ordinary income. So if you are, getting paid as a salary, say you collect $60 to $80,000 a year and your marginal tax rate is 30%, well, guess what? All those gains you made in your TFSA could be treated as ordinary income and get taxed at 30%. Okay, that's why I'm saying be very careful. Even though it's a tax-free savings account, well, really tax-free growth account, just don't make a ton of trades in it like every single day, because you're going to get dinged and it won't be tax-free anymore. So if you're making some swing trades, be very, very careful. Just don't make too many trades per day. Actually, the best thing is consult your account, okay? That your account is going to be your go-to person to give you this advice, because I'm just some YouTuber who loves talking about stocks and real estate in Canada. So please don't treat my video as financial advice. Please talk to your account about this. Fourth big mistake I've made with my TFSA is, unfortunately, buying US dividend paying stocks in my TFSA, because you get taxed 15% withholding taxes on your dividends whenever it comes from a US company. So be very, very careful. If you're opening up a TFSA, like I said, you can buy ETFs, you can buy stocks, grow your account, but just be careful. Do not, I would say really, really try not to buy US dividend paying stocks, because there is a 15% withholding tax in Canada between the US. It's not like your RSPs where you buy US dividend paying stocks and not worry about this 15%. It applies to a tax-free savings account. My mistake is that I invested in US dividend paying stocks. So the best way to do this is just buy Canadian dividend paying stocks. If you love collecting that little bit of income from dividend stocks because they pay you like every quarter a little bit of money, then it can grow tax-free. Now, you don't have to worry about it if you decide, hey, I'm not a dividend income investor, then you don't have to worry about it. Like if you bought the Teslas, the Shopifys of the world where they don't pay any dividends, and the way you know it is go to Yahoo Finance and check the yield and it's like nothing there, that means it's not a dividend paying stock. So you don't have to worry about it. But if you do love dividend paying stocks, avoid US dividend paying stocks unless you love paying a 15% withholding tax, which I'm pretty sure you don't like doing that. Okay, this is the fifth biggest mistake. And thankfully, I haven't made this mistake, but you know what? It's like not well known, gotta share it, is watch your contribution and withdrawals, okay? As much as you can grow your moolah tax-free in your TFSA, say you bought Shopify stocks and you grew your money, you doubled it. So you say you grew your $60,000 to $120,000, you're like, yay. So you're like, hey, I'm going to reward myself. I'm going to withdraw like that $120,000 because I'm going to go put a down payment on a house, which is great. But just be careful. You can't contribute $120,000 back in that same year. The only way you could do this is you can contribute $120,000 the following year. Otherwise, it's deemed as over contribution. So all I'm trying to get at is if you make money in it and you withdraw it, the great news is that you can definitely contribute that back. That's great, because if you withdraw any amount, you can contribute it back in. Just make sure it's not in the same year. Otherwise, you are going to get taxed. I think you get dinged with a penalty by CRA, and I'm pretty sure you don't want CRA. So here's my 4 rules for opening a TFSA. First rule, okay, if you haven't opened up a TFSA, you got to start now. bug a friend, colleague, get a referral link, or you can use mine, open a TFSA in Trade and get $50 commission free, or Wealthsimple, get $10. Okay, just, I don't really care. Just open a TFSA and start investing in ETFs or stocks or dividend paying stocks. Just start investing it, please. Of course, watch my channel and learn how to invest. Number 2, always, if you can, please find the money. Just don't steal it. Find the money, save up, live under your means, and contribute up to your maximum limit, which for all of us Canadians is $6,000 a year. And if you have a lot of TFSA room because you haven't been contributing in the past, well, just again, like I said, find the money and start plopping the money into your TFSA because you can grow it tax-free. Number 3, don't invest in too many speculative stocks. Okay, make sure what the percentage is, even in your TFSA, because if those speculative stocks, and you know what I mean, those penny stocks, if they don't do so well and you decide to sell your stocks in your TFSA at a loss and then withdraw that money, well, you lost a ton of contribution room, okay? Just fair warning. Watch what's the percentage of speculative plays you're making in your TFSA. And I always stress, like maximum, like 10%. And if you're a newbie, you could just avoid it. Don't need to do it. Number 4, if you love dividend paying stocks, because who doesn't like free income? Like literally it's like free income, just owning the stock. Then please just avoid US dividend paying stocks in your TFSA. You're welcome to buy any US stocks, just as long as they don't pay the dividends, because unless you like paying 15% taxes, which I doubt you do, just if you love dividends, only buy Canadian dividend paying stocks in your TFSA, because you get them tax-free. Number 5, if you withdraw money from your TFSA, which is great, just make sure don't contribute that same amount of money that you withdrew that year back in the same year. Otherwise, you're going to get penalized by CRA. Hey everyone, I hope that you found this video super helpful. Like, I shared these big mistakes because I feel it will help you some way, shape, or form in your journey.